Hey everyone, this is your OG, Original Gamer, and this is another Godforge video. We'll be doing a quick recap of yesterday's leaks from Fateless that show 3 champs from the mighty Asgard faction, and one of which we've never seen before. Hang on, this one is going to be quick, so let's optimize. Okay, so we are going to talk real quickly. There are several bits of information leaked on the Discord server yesterday, as well as throughout the chats and things, so I want to catch you up to speed. I want to summarize it for you and cover all that you might have missed. We're going to start with a few leaked Asgardian champs, then we're going to cover 2 minor kit reveals, and we're going to finish up with the latest speed meta for Godforge, and spoiler alert, there's a new champ in the top 3. All right, so, oh, wrong one. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so here is one of the new champs that we saw on Friday. His name is Ymir from the Asgard faction, a legendary, and here you can see a frost giant. Now, I'm not sure if he specifically is one, but he looks frosty and he's giant. He has high HP and high res. He's kind of low speed, low accuracy, low defense, but maybe he looks like he's an HP-based champion. He's a brawler class, chaos alignment, and void affinity. He's definitely going to be part of a group of champs we are calling screen fillers. You know, the plus size characters of Godforge. He fills this screen out. He's a really impressive character to look at as you watch it. Look at his aesthetic here. Really just good looking character. So this is really all we know about Ymir, but this is the first time we'd ever seen him. We had never seen or even had him on our radar before it was leaked yesterday. He is the world bringer, so I think this bodes well for how powerful he's going to be. The second champion that we see is Heimdall. So here is a character in Norse mythology who is a god of vigilance, protection, and observation. You can see his piercing eyes that can see across all the realms as he guards the rainbow bridge that bifrosts, the door between the mortal world and Asgard, the world of the gods. While he is a guardian, Heimdall is also associated with fate because his hearing and his vision are so acute that he can predict the future. So just a little lore there. Looking at his stats, another high HP, high defense, high res. In fact, he is the highest resistance in the game we've seen thus far at 91 resistance. That is the number 1 in the game now. He also has above average speed at 96. He is a strength affinity, defender class, and order alignment. He looks amazing, and you can bet he'll be a big step up from Broomhild in terms of defenders in the Asgard faction. Okay, so now we're going to move to the next leak. This was a reveal of Aphrodite's ultimate in the Discord server. So if you're not in the Discord server, you're going to want to join the Discord server so that you can get leaks like this, or you can watch EuroG's wrap-ups to stay up to date as well. So here we see a leaked screen showing Aphrodite's ultimate, and we can confirm that her speed, you know, she's one of those top speed champions that we've been tracking. Her speed is designed to get her out in front and now place these control devices such as confuse and stun, as you can see here. Okay, so for those of us who saw one of our previous videos, we called out confuse as a newly released or newly leaked device, and so confuse causes the enemy to attack themselves when they try to attack you. Obviously, we're familiar with stun. Stun keeps the enemy from attacking. So she looks to be a very powerful front runner for your team comp, so that she gets out in front and just preps the battlefield for you. We also see a different kind of divinity gain metric here. She gains 50 divinity when placing a buff on an ally. That's not something we've seen before. So while we don't know her basic or her core skill, we can assume that they probably placed buffs on the whole team, like AoE, because her divinity gain wouldn't make much sense if she didn't place any buffs. So we can assume she does. We don't know which buffs those are, but we can assume she places them. She has a leader bonus that increases accuracy by 60 in all battles. So that's interesting. She definitely looks to be one of the best champs in the game for her use case. Okay, so that was one leaked piece of information. The next one was, and just to preface, this is showing Arthur Pendragon, which is an older, that was what he originally was called. He's now being shown as King Arthur. So we'll take this with a grain of salt in terms of how accurate, if this ultimate skill is still the same or not, but perhaps it hasn't changed too much. Okay, so here's a leak screen from the Discord server, and it reveals what King Arthur's ultimate may be. Basically, it looks like, if it hasn't changed, that he's kind of like our Valkyrie from Raid. He's a defensive tank with a counterattack, or a retaliate is what it's called in this one. We also see buffs Immortal and Vanish, which is cool. So he has sort of like, if his defense is, or if his the ally's defense is higher than attack, then he puts this. If the ally has higher attack than defense, then he puts this. So really neat. You can build your teams to have him do different things, makes him more flexible. But wow, what a really good looking champ. We also see another new type of divinity gain here, right? Gains 100 divinity when this hero counterattacks. That looks pretty juicy. We feel like we could really build his ultimate up quick if we are just doing a counterattack mechanic. So, and I'm pretty sure that he has a dual multiplier, maybe with HP and defense. We don't know that for sure, but it seems like it would make sense. Definitely, he is on OG's bucket list. Okay, so this is what you've all been waiting for, the Godforge Speed Meta Leaderboard. Here we see the current Godforge Speed Champions, the fastest. Our girl Freya is still atop at 103. Go Asgard. Aphrodite, who we just saw her ultimate a bit earlier, is tied with Quetzalcoatl, and if you have a hard time saying that, you could just call him Quick Q. Quick Q, because Quick Q is tied for second at 102. We saw Quick Q in a leak just this past week as well. And then Pandora and Isolde, who we knew had 100 speed, are joined by another mischievous character named Loki. And so let's take a closer look at Loki, who also was leaked yesterday. So here we see the Master of Mischief himself, a legendary champ from Asgard, and we are looking at the latest speed meta disruptor. He has not only 100 speed, making him one of 6 champions over 100, he also has 100 initiative as well. Looks like he gets out in front of the battle, places control devices and debuffs, and really preps that battlefield. Looks like another definite shoo-in for OG's bucket list. All right, so guys, that's all we have for today for you. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe, and keep your eyes open for all of our upcoming Godforge content. Really thank you for sticking with us through the whole video. Take care of yourself, and remember, play smarter.